Hey guys, it's Kerri. Happy Sunday, everybody. It is, what is today? Sunday, July the 16th. Crazy to think that we are like halfway through July. Went into Walmart the other day, school supplies everywhere. It's funny because before I stopped teaching, when I was still teaching kindergarten, I remember this time every summer, like all the stores, have their backpacks out, their school supplies out. And I remember going into Walmart for like something summer related, like a swimsuit or flip flops, and school supplies are right there. And I just remember like that is just like, oh, it's like a punch in the gut when you see school supplies out before the end of July. So I remember just how awful that felt, but we are not going to worry about that. It is still summertime. My gosh, the weather is definitely still summertime. I don't know about y'all where you live. And I feel so bad, like, oh, I have an eyelash in my eye. I feel so bad like complaining about the heat because yes, it is hot here where I live in Dallas. But I know there are so many people in other places that are even hotter. So my heart goes out to y'all. It's not fun. So, in some ways I'm not ready for summer to end because I do love the pools. I do love, all the beach trips and all that. But I am a fall girl at heart, as far as like weather goes and just decorations. So part of me, yes, still loving summer. But another part of me, I'm like, bring on the pumpkins, bring on the scarecrows, bring on the hay bales. I'm just so ready for that, especially when I go into Hobby Lobby and, all the little jack-o'-lanterns are out. Makes my heart happy. Okay, so I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all had a great day and have had a great weekend. I'm here with some empties for y'all. So I've switched from Saturday empties to Sunday empties. My goal, is always to get them done in the afternoon, but here we are, 9 o'clock at night, better late than never. So this will be uploaded before I go to sleep. And also, before I get into my empties, I have kind of come up with a plan. I don't know if you saw my last video, but in my last video, I had talked to y'all about another giveaway that I'm doing to celebrate 200 subscribers. I'm actually a little over 200 here at Kerri's Collections, and I'm so excited, so grateful, so thankful for all of y'all who have subscribed and who have joined me on my journey. So we are definitely going to celebrate. I have been thinking about the giveaway that I want to do, so I think I've come up with a great idea, and I'm going to announce that sometime tomorrow, so be looking for that tomorrow. And then also I had mentioned that I was going to spend some time this past week catching up on some comments, and I think I have. I'm going to go back and check one more time, but I think I have responded to anyone who has left me a comment. That is really important to me. I feel like if you're going to take the time to leave me a comment, I at least want to take the time to respond. So I believe I have. I'm going to double check one more time because I don't want to leave anybody out. So I think that's it. Those were the main things that I really wanted to get done. Oh, here we are, 4 minutes in. Haven't even started talking about these empties, but those other things were important. So be looking tomorrow for an announcement about the 200 subscriber giveaway. And without further ado, let's get into some empties. So I have my melting challenge basket here, and then my personal basket of empties here. I usually start with the melting challenge first, but we're going to mix things up today, and we will save the challenge for last. And I'm just going to show you my personal things that I melted this past week. I feel like I got through quite a bit because I know the previous week my empties were so small because I had been on vacation and I had been at church camp. So it was really exciting for me to have like a full, complete week of melting. So I got through quite a bit. I did not finish any candles, however, or body care. So this is strictly wax. So let's get into my personal basket of empties. Okay, so I have a 2-pack here from Traverse City Wax Co., formerly Ava's Country Cupboard. This was in blueberry donuts. It was a 2-pack, like of little grubby tarts, little circular grubby tarts. Y'all know I love, part of me is always going to want to call it Ava's, but I love Traverse. I love Lindsay's stuff. Her 2-packs are some of my favorite things to order. I will say I'm very, very like partial to her strawberry. I love her strawberry oil, you guys. Her strawberry stuff is to die for. So I don't think I've gone through a whole lot of blueberry from her. This might have been maybe my first blueberry to ever order from her. It was good. It was really, really good. I felt like it was kind of just an authentic blueberry scent, like a very good blueberry bakery. So I enjoyed it. Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, I went through a sample here from L3 in buttermilk pie cinnamon sugar. Oh, you guys. All right, so I remember when I got this sample and I smelled it, fell in love with this on cold. And I was like, okay, I think I'm going to be a huge fan of her buttermilk pie. I mean, cinnamon sugar, come on. I'm obviously a fan of that. But her buttermilk pie, it's so good. And since this order, I have placed another order where I have ordered like bigger sizes and quantities of anything with her buttermilk pie. Obsessed. I think I have like her buttermilk pie like with some raspberry. I have her buttermilk pie with blackberry. I am obsessed with her buttermilk pie. So moving forward, any L3 order, I'm going to look for her buttermilk pie blends because they are just, they're so yummy. This one was heavenly. I mean, because you got the buttermilk pie with the cinnamon sugar, so it's like the best of both worlds. So good. Okay, speaking of L3, I did go through quite a bit of my L3 last week, and mainly what I went through were my little baby bunnies that I ordered back at Easter time. Just kind of wanted to, you know, see what those were about, see how they performed. So I have, oh gosh, yeah, 5 things here. These were all the baby bunnies. Okay, so this one was peach cobbler vanilla ice cream. So what I did with these baby bunnies is I initially just cut them in half. And I think going through all of these, I think, yeah, all of these were just like cut in half. Because I was thinking, okay, if they're going to be a really strong scent, if they're going to throw like crazy, maybe I can get by with cutting them in thirds. But none of these were like, I mean, they were strong, but none of these were that strong, you know, where I felt like I could get away with a smaller size. So I did cut these in half. Some of them I did out in my living area, and then there were a couple of these I did in my master bathroom. All right, so the peach cobbler vanilla ice cream. I did this one in my master bath. I know that's weird. You know, you would think a peach cobbler scent would be one that you would do like in your kitchen, but I just decided to try it in my master bath. And, you know, and I like doing things that are kind of new to me in my master bath, because what I'll do is I'll put it on like in my warmer, and my master bath is like on the total opposite end of the house from like my living area. So what I'll do is I'll flip on the warmer and I'll leave my master bath and I'll go out in, you know, the living area, and I'll just get busy doing things out there like laundry or dishes or whatever. And then it'll be, you know, several hours later, or maybe, you know, an hour or two later, where I'll go back in the master bath. And it's so fun for me to like turn on the warmer, leave for a while, and then come back in and just like get hit with that smell. That's what happened with this one. So I'll be honest, on cold, I got a little bit of the peach, but it was light. And so I was like, I don't know how this is going to perform on warm. You guys. So I put it in my bathroom warmer, flipped on the switch, left for an hour or so, came back in. It was the most delicious, peachy, creamy, not like I wouldn't call it like a juicy peach or, you know, like a real tart peach. It was so creamy. Oh my gosh, with that vanilla ice cream. It was so good. It was like peach cobbler, like, yeah, with a scoop of Bluebell vanilla ice cream on top. I loved it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. I loved it so much. Okay, now, yes, I loved it. But I will say, and this is actually the case for quite a few of these baby bunnies, the scent was amazing. It just didn't last a super long time. And usually with L3, I have my L3 things that last like several hours. I'm talking like 5 or 6. The majority of these baby bunnies, no matter where I melted them, whether it was in the bathroom, the kitchen, living area, like I felt like, and maybe it's just because they're smaller, I don't know, but I felt like I only got maybe a couple of hours worth of performance from these. So granted, the scents were great, performed great, just didn't last a super long time. Okay, all of that to say. The next one, Raspberry Aloha Kiwi Kiss Passion Fruit. Another great one. Oh yeah, y'all know how I feel about raspberry. Such a love of mine. This one, yeah, this one was good. This one was more like just a very tropical, yeah, just a tropical fruity scent. This one probably maybe lasted a little bit longer than that peach cobbler one did. Oh, yeah, so good. Okay, this one, fresh picked strawberries, sea kelp, and honeydew melon. I remember getting my order of these and smelling this one on cold. This one might have been one of my favorite baby bunnies on cold. It was so good with the strawberries and like sea kelp. I was like, oh, I don't know what that's gonna smell like. Really didn't get much of like a sea aquatic note. I really didn't. I did get the strawberries and the honeydew melon. This one was such a good performer. Again, though, you know, didn't last a super long time. I mean, threw like crazy for maybe an hour or two and then just kind of fizzled out. Okay, next one, the Mist, which is Ozone, Saltwater Mermaid, and Abalone. Now this one, yeah, probably out of all the bunnies I melted last week, this one lasted the longest. I would say maybe 3 or 4 hours as opposed to like 1 or 2 on some of these others. This one was great. Very like, yeah, just kind of beachy, watery, aquatic. I loved it. Had that one in the master bath as well. That one was a good one. Okay, now this one, guys, I need to talk to y'all about this one. This is Santa's on Keto. And down here at the bottom, it says vanilla ice cream, vanilla wafer, vanilla cookies, and brown sugar butter cookies. So when I first started into vendor wax and like I first kind of heard about L3, like this one was all the rage. Everybody was talking about Santa's on Keto, Santa's on Keto. And I was like, I gotta try that. I don't know if maybe it's the fact that I just got Santa's on Keto by itself. Maybe I needed to get it like as a blend, because I know she does things like Santa's on Keto with blah 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 blah. This was just straight up Santa's on Keto. Y'all, on cold, I got nothing from this. But I was like, okay, I'm not going to judge it on cold because I've done that before, and then things just surprise the heck out of me on warm. Even on warm, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was so sad because I think I had hyped this one up in my mind so much just because of what other people had said. So I don't want to just like totally dismiss this because I know other people love it. So maybe in my next order, instead of just getting just Santa's on keto, I'm going to try it maybe as part of a blend. Maybe that will be better. I don't know. And it could also be because it's all just vanilla ice cream, vanilla wafer, vanilla cookies. Like, I just didn't get much at all. So I was a little bit sad on that one. And then I have two little samples here. This one was strawberry bread, zucchini bread pie crust. Absolutely loved this. Loved it. I think I'm kind of realizing that L3 has an amazing zucchini bread. This was so yummy, so good. As well as this one. This was raspberry, peach, whipped cream, sugar cookie pie crust. Oh, this was so good. Oh yeah. Oh, I can still smell it in the bag. This was so good. This one, like, I actually felt like I got both the raspberry and the peach. I will say the peach was a little bit stronger, maybe like 70-30, like 70% peach, 30% raspberry. Because even now when I smell it, just like in the empty bag, like I just get that peach. But it was still so, so good, so strong. And you know, it's funny, those baby bunnies didn't last a super long time, but on her samples, I feel like her samples in my warmers like give me several hours of throw. So I don't know, I guess it just depends. Okay. I finished out a clam here from the Wax Melt shop on Etsy in baked apple pie. This one was actually really good. This one, to be honest, I think a lot of people would smell this and say, oh, this is strictly for fall or strictly for the holidays, because it does kind of lean a little bit like apple cinnamon or apple spice. But I loved it. Y'all know I can melt stuff like this anytime. This was really good. Really, really good. And I do want to stop here and say, and I think I've mentioned this before on some of my other empties, these are things, I just don't want y'all to think that I like emptied these out all in 1 week. Like some of these, like this one here, I think maybe I had like 2 pieces left. So I just finished them out this week. Like all of these were not completely emptied out in a week. Just want y'all to know that. Okay. I finished out a 4-pack from Up the Creek in Cookie Bakery Pie Crust Cupcakes. I'm really, really enjoying my Up the Creek scents, y'all. Like, really, really. I still have a few things in my collection, but the things that I have melted so far from her have been really, really good. This one, however, maybe one of the lighter ones that I ordered from Up the Creek. So I ended up blending this. This one was just kind of a, kind of a shortbread, like a vanilla shortbread cookie. It was good, but I needed a little bit more. So I, used that as a blender. Okay, finished out a pack here from Harper James in Blueberry. Harper James is a new to me vendor, so I've only ordered from her once. And I'm going to be honest, you guys. Haven't quite made up my mind about Harper James yet for me in my home, in my warmers. Now this one was amazing. And yes, I remember in my haul, in my video haul that I did on my first Harper James order, saying that this one might have been my favorite from the bunch. Oh yeah, even now, like when I smell it in the empty bag, it's so good. And I remember saying, at least on cold, when I smelled it on cold, that her blueberry was just very genuine. I know that's weird to say about wax, but like, it was just very authentic. Some people, when they make blueberry scents, they add all this other stuff. Like, I just felt like this was just true blueberry, nothing else added. And on warm, it really did perform really, really well for me. And I paired this with my blueberry pie candle from Bath and Body Works, and my kitchen smelled heavenly. So this one I had great performance from, but there's been other things from Harper James that have just not done well for me. So I'm still kind of deciding how Harper James is going to perform in my house. Okay, I emptied out a clam here from Great Smoky Meltons, another shop on Etsy. This was in Lilac Breeze. Y'all, oh my goodness. You know, lilac is just one of those scents that like makes me happy. It just puts me in just a happy mood. And it's crazy to even say that because this time last year, I was not a fan. I hated it, hated anything floral. And I've said, you know, I'm still not on board with all floral, but lilac I love. And this was so good. Again, I paired this with my fresh cut lilacs candle from Bath and Body Works, and it just made my house smell so happy. That's all I can say. Yeah, I encourage y'all to give Great Smoky Meltons a try. Owner's name is April. She is so sweet. She is on Etsy. She also has her own web page. I mean, the labels are so cute. Look at that. And yeah, great scents. Amazing throw. This one was phenomenal. Loved it. Okay, I finished out a little shot here from Vintage Chic. This was actually in my wax swap box from Krista. This was an almond rum cake. Oh my gosh. You guys, Krista, if you are watching, this was a powerhouse. Like, to be so small, so little, holy moly. And I'm going to be very honest here. When I first got this and I smelled it, I was like, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because I am not a fan of almond. This may have changed my mind. Oh my gosh. It was so good. And that rum, whoa, if someone baked me a cake, like an almond rum cake, that tasted the way this smells, I would eat every bite because this was so good. This thing on cold, like as far as strength, 10 out of 10. I mean, that's how strong it was on cold. On warm, a 12 out of 10. I mean, this thing threw like crazy. And like I have had, let's see, oh gosh, I don't even remember when I got that box from Krista. It's been a while. Like it has been a hot minute. That's how long this lasted. Like less was more with this one. I could get by with the smallest little sliver in my warmer because it was that strong. So this may have changed my mind on almond because it was really, really good. Okay, and my last one here was a clam Walmart, Better Homes and Gardens. Y'all, oh my gosh, y'all. This was orange buttercream and cupcake, and I'm going to be very honest here. I don't remember where I got this. This might have been sent to me in a random act of kindness from Jessica. I don't think, guys, I don't remember buying this. Isn't that funny? So I don't know if this was sent to me by someone, and I'm gonna feel so bad. So if you're watching, Jessica, if you sent me this, or Krista, maybe, I don't know if it was in my wax swap box. I just don't remember. Ugh, this Texas heat is messing with my brain, you guys. But nonetheless, however I ended up with this, I need more. I love it. I love it. I love it. Orange buttercream and cupcake. Orange zest, vanilla, and buttercream. Oh, it's so good. If you have ever, if you're watching and you have ever tried this from Walmart, let me know in the comments that you've tried it. Let me know if you like it, if you don't like it. I loved this. Oh, wow. There was so much of this that like gave me almost Fruit Loop vibes in a way. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So yeah, part of it kind of leaned cereal scent a little bit. But that buttercream, just like, oh, I loved it. And one cube of this in a warmer. And oh my gosh, I love it. I would get more of this. In fact, I need to go back to Walmart and see if they have more because I loved it that much. Okay, so that is it for my personal things that I went through. So I think all in all, I had a pretty good melting week. Actually, all of those were really good. There were just a few that didn't last like a super long time, but I mean, really no scents in there that I didn't like. So I would say that's a good melting week. So let me show you what I went through for the melting challenge. Okay, I'm gonna have to try, because when I do the melting challenge, I really need to like kind of write on there what day it was, what was the prompt, because sometimes I'll look in here and I don't remember, like, what was that day? What was that prompt? I know there were a couple of days I didn't participate, either because I wasn't home that day or I didn't have something to match that prompt, but okay. Oh gosh. Okay, I know one day was melt a scent with not lavender, with amber. And that is so funny because I have nothing in my collection with amber because I'm not a fan. But not too long ago, I ordered a mystery box from Soul's Inspiration, and there happened to be a huge little bar in that mystery box of black amber and lavender. And I thought I was going to like give this away, but I never did. I ended up holding on to it, and I'm kind of glad I did because I was able to use this for that prompt. So, wow, oh my gosh, this was so strong. So I'm learning that I'm not the biggest fan of amber, and that's probably why I don't have any in my collection. I won't order any scents in the future with amber, but you know, this came to me in a mystery box, and so you know, that's what happens with mystery boxes. But you know, it wasn't horrible. I mean, I melted it, and wasn't my favorite, but I'm glad I did. So I have a little bit left. So I'm probably going to end up just keeping this for myself, and I'll probably use this as kind of like a nighttime melt, maybe in the bedroom or the bathroom, because the lavender in this is nice. It is. I'm not, yeah. So, okay, I know one day was melt a scent that begins with letter S. And you know, that's so funny because that sounds like it's easy, but I was looking through and I was like, I don't really have a lot that starts with S, or at least, you know, stuff that was like fully cured and ready to go. But I did come across this from Harper James in Saltwater Taffy. So this one, yeah, this is one of those ones from Harper James that was just, the scent was nice. Like on cold, it's very just sugary and sweet. But on warm, like just my performance on warm is like, it's okay, you know? I don't know. I was hoping for more. So that's why the verdict is still out for me on Harper James. So I'll let y'all know. Okay, I know, I think yesterday, as a matter of fact, our prompt yesterday was melt a scent that you were gifted. So I was like, wax swap from Krista. So I, again, with Harper James, I came across pink peppermint cookies. Says on here, peppermint, pink sugar, and sugar cookies. This one was okay. I mean, I definitely did get the peppermint, but so I think with Harper James, I think you get 8, right? Are there 8 pieces in this? Yeah, I think you get 8 little cubes. So I kind of just did this all in my house, like, you know, kitchen, living area, open concept. So I emptied out the bag, and then I just wanted to amp up that peppermint. So I blended it in with some other peppermints that I had that were a little bit stronger. I still liked it though. It was very creamy. It was good. Okay, and then I know one prompt day was melt a scent that kind of reminds you of camping. I was so excited for that prompt because you know what? Immediately came to my mind when I just read the word camping. Lavender and Speckles Mountain Espresso. Y'all, this is my all-time favorite scent that Beth does from Lavender and Speckles. I have 2 little pieces left in this bag, and then I think I have a couple more bags left in my collection. Like, this is one that I never want to be without. I adore this scent. And I remember talking about this in my haul from Lavender and Speckles. I just kind of said, this scent just makes me think of like sitting out, maybe like you're in the mountains somewhere, like in Colorado, and there's like a chill in the air, so you have your hoodie on or your sweater, you're wrapped up in a blanket, and you're sitting out on the front porch, you're rocking in your rocking chair, and you got your little cup of coffee. I mean, oh, it's so good. Unique blend of citrus, cinnamon, blue sage, amber tonka, cedarwood, and espresso. And I know, like I could just smell this all day. It's unique. I've never smelled anything like this before. It's so good. And I've heard other people talk about this scent, how much they love it, just because it is just so different. And this just fills up my house. It just smells so good. Also on that camping day, so I had the Mountain Espresso going, and then I just put in a few cubes of Cozy Cabin from Up the Creek scents as well. Yeah, this with the Mountain Espresso, it just paired so nicely together. And it really did truly remind me of like being like just up in the mountains. And the funny thing is, I am not a camp kind of girl. Like, give me the beach any day over camping. I know that's so funny, but those kinds of scents just, I don't know, they just take me there, you know? And then I have one here, but I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what the prompt was for this. So if you're watching and you know, maybe help me. Was it? I just don't know. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. There was one day, it was like National Sugar Cookie Day, right? Yes, that's what it was. And then the prompt was like melt a cookie scent. So Up the Creek scents, blueberry sugar cookies. So yeah, so I mentioned at the beginning of this video that Traverse City, Lindsay, has probably my favorite strawberry. I am learning that Shannon at Up the Creek has possibly my favorite blueberry. Y'all, she does blueberry really well, and like her blends, because I have several of her blueberry blends. Like I've got blueberry lemon, I have blueberry like zucchini bread. I mean, her blueberries to die for. So I did this on National Sugar Cookie Day, and it was delicious. So that is all I have for y'all. Thank y'all so much for clicking on and spending some of your Sunday night with me. Do not forget, check my channel tomorrow. I will come see y'all tomorrow with a video, and then we will talk about the upcoming giveaway for 200 subscribers. I'm so thankful to you guys for helping to make that happen, and just being such a vital and important part of my channel. I appreciate y'all so much, and I love you guys dearly. If you're not already a subscriber, it is never too late to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and become a part of Kerri's Collections. I would love to have you guys. Y'all take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you tomorrow.